we're back finally.
We're back. Yeah. You know, the
Holidays.
End of the year is an American, man. It's busy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
December's busy, I feel like, for everybody. But yeah, with us having Thanksgiving end of November and then Christmas and then New Year's, it's a lot. There's a lot happening.
And in between there, I went on vacation to see you.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of travel happening all over the state of Florida. But yeah, we are all back in our respective homes.
Yes.
Having a quiet
Feels good.
New Year's time. Yeah, it does feel really nice.
Yeah.
So, Happy New Year, everyone. Avery.
Yeah.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Will you stream it to Discord, please?
Oh,
Hannah?
yes. Sorry. I'm out of
No
practice.
worries. I know. Been a while. So I know it's been forever since we uploaded the last one, but Hannah went back off camera and fixed everything we did last time.
I did. So if you were present for the last kind of a shit show of a stream, where you watched the VOD, it was us basically trying to figure out how to get this ice cream maker open, because it leads or helps with the very last quest we have to do before we proceed to like end game sort of stuff. But we lock ourselves into the end game basically, so we have to get this done before we do that. And it was like a whole thing, whole skill.
It was, and we kept failing.
Yeah. So I did.
And we wanted to do it without drinking. Like, we have like goals that we've set for our character.
Yes, and right. So I basically replayed the last stream, and made the same sort of dialogue choices on the phone calls and stuff that we did. And I got us the right set of dice to up our skills, and I stopped researching Wasteland of Reality so that we don't lose physical instrument
Yet.
So
I think after we do this, we'll probably finish that thought, though. Yeah.
yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we should.
This orange machine
but
is
basically,
dead still. It has
I
a
got us to
hand-cranked
where we
ice
can
cream
do
churner
this.
and an electric freezer. The
And
ice around it
we have a
slowly
72%
melted.
chance
It's so much better.
of success.
Okay.
Which before we had like 6 or something. It was so low. So
What if we don't get it? Do we save it just for we do it?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah,
it
okay,
took us
alright.
so long, and it took so much like faff and like bullshit to
It
get
did.
to where we could do this. So if we fail this, I am absolutely reloading. I'm sorry to say that's happening. So let's see.
Ice groans
Great,
and
we
howls
don't
under the
Nice.
strain
Love
of
that.
your giant Gewalzen
This
multitude
is exciting.
until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a Sub-Zero beauty sleep.
I miss this
a
guy's
filament
voice.
memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes,
point.
but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Ooh, do we?
Would she hate that? Like, would she be upset by that, or?
I don't know. It's sort of the sort of thing where it could potentially make it where it's like if we choose to do that, maybe it's not usable for her.
Well, I don't want that. But how would she know? Like,
Yeah, I don't think she would know unless for some reason it reacts to the temperature, like it takes too long and like it's
oh, I see. Well, if that's the choice, I'd rather just give it to her. I don't know that I super care what she's doing.
Yeah, I kind of just want to get her out of the church so that we
Yeah.
can move on. All right. Let's... I guess we don't really need to be holding this either. Okay. Let's run for it. Going all the way to the church.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna start a nightclub.
I hope they do. I hope they do start a nightclub.
That backs as a drug ring.
You know, normal, everyday adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ma'am. We have something for you. Hello.
Yes, what is it? Yes?
I brought it for you.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What happens now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Okay.
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine
So she
the
might show us
location of the
anyway.
anomaly
Yeah.
from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness.
Oh no.
Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Now what?
Soona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
Yes, Avery, the voice acting in this game is so good. Apparently, when this game came out, it wasn't fully voice acted.
Really?
You just read it, and then apparently that was like a patch that came later.
What? It's a big one.
Seems huge.
Oh my god. So much work.
I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
Okay. Oh my god, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, where is it?
There. In the swallow.
I could have told you that.
Think you can help me?
Yeah.
Sure.
I need you to
Yes.
go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
Okay.
You like moving things around. Moving things around is
Sure.
Yeah,
Just
here
walk
we go.
over to the circle and follow my
Oh
instructions.
god.
Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick. Thanks.
Great. After we've done this, we can finally get to the island.
Okay. These bowls?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good. It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. And your leg still hurts from the tribunal.
Okay. Ma'am, we moved your bowls. I hope that helped.
Yes,
I
what is
forgot
it?
we have a bum leg.
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Okay.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Yeah, why did you have them muted in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
All right.
what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
All right.
Love.
Like
Okay.
that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
I do think you're overthinking.
Maybe I'm just tired.
No, let's do it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back.
Gotta know what's going on.
And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Soona, Loken and Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Could've told you that.
You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't answer, her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Damn it. No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take
Of
place.
course she was.
Yeah.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Oh my gosh, what if we hear something?
This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Great. And here I thought we were finally going to the island.
Kim, take a chill pill.
We will get there very shortly. We've tried so hard to do this.
I really wonder
Everything
what
disappears.
Kuno would be
You are
like.
draped in
Oh my
silence
God.
like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace.
It's fucking nothing.
And then
Let's
the
just
change.
go.
Oh, yeah, I feel like everyone else would also get super annoyed with him.
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
From the people who want to start a nightclub in here.
Suddenly, a
Party.
rhythmic beat
You gotta
permeates
team
the wall,
up.
causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yeah, but they have speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I
Of
do.
course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
Yeah, they would.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's fucking go. Oh boy. Okay. Progress.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Here we talk about the church
Yes?
again.
What's the deal?
I
Good
convinced
news.
her.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
Gonna have to share space.
That's fine. We can manage.
Cool.
And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind?
I don't really give a fuck.
No, me either, I suppose.
Of course. I'm in the bar, obviously. Why am I even talking about this? It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Off they pop.
Off they pop. Couple of hours, huh? They packed up
Well,
camp
okay.
pretty quickly.
They did. Goodbye. What other side quests did we want to finish?
I'm not sure if they're really. Go to the island. Help Soona.
Right.
This is island. We have to wait for that. That's one of the ravers.
People. That's also one of the ravers.
Yeah. Find smokes, find booze, and whirling secret passageways. I mean, we can.
Which we're not strong enough to do, right?
I don't think so. We could try. We could go try those doors now that we have a little bit
somewhat better.
physical
Yeah.
instinct. I don't know that that stat is going to change.
Yeah.
But we can go try that door. I haven't looked at it since changing our stats. Come on. Let's see what we can get into.
Right. I love the ambient
The
sounds.
same small,
Okay.
heavy door. No
17.
lock in sight.
I mean,
It is a little bit higher, I think.
It is a little bit
but-
higher. This is true.
Yeah. Owie!
You kick it, gung-ho style.
The door has withstood your demolishing attempt. There must be another way in. Through the kitchen
How?
door, perhaps.
How do we get through the kitchen door? What are we
But we
missing
can't
there?
get through the
I don't know.
Wait.
There has to be a way to get through the kitchen door, and I don't know what it is. It might just be that we're also locked out of that. Like, maybe that was
Yeah.
something we get from doing something
Like
else.
Everart or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think this is still just...
You see a heavy steel door. It could be connected to the barred door
Yeah,
upstairs.
we know.
Ugh.
The door does not.
Man. Okay. Well, that's disappointing.
Gart doesn't know anything about it.
Gonna have. Yeah. He's like, I haven't wondered about that for the last 10 years at all. It's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to find somebody who played through this and got through that door and see what it is.
It's gotta be something. Alright, well, that was it, right? Yeah.
I guess so. Smooth pastime.
Yeah, we'll run over to the church. See if maybe enough time has passed. But we can always just read a case file or something.
Right.
I did a lot of that while I was replaying our stuff.
Yeah, because you had to wait for the dice, huh? Yeah.
I sure did. One of the case files is like much shorter than the others, but still passes the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Man, sometimes I think about the development of video games, and it kind of blows my mind. I mean, the amount of like effort and organization that this would take.
Right.
Of all the dialogue and the story options and the you can choose which way it goes, and it's crazy.
Does seem like they are in here.
The young man behind the mixer deck acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yakokata, the place to be! Yakokata is a hardcore place!
Yekokata
Okay.
is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine
nice.
1,000 people in here? 10,000.
That might be like a fire code.
A lot.
Static vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Kim.
Yes.
I wouldn't build a club.
Come
and I wouldn't name it
on.
either.
Kim, don't be
An
a
underground
Debbie
place with no
Downer.
name. Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Alright, well then what do you got?
How about something simple? Like the club?
That's a good one.
No.
And too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Egghead.
Yakokata!
Yeah.
Yakokata!
I saw that.
The place to be!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, eh? Got any...
Hardcore! Hardcore to the nigger!
He
No,
doesn't give a
It
shit.
has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
The amnesia.
Uh-huh.
Like the... I can't
Okay.
remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Like you get
Amnesia!
You get so fucked.
spiked drinks if you come
It's
here.
not amnesia, guys.
I mean...
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Soona?
I don't.
Good. You have too many opinions anyway.
You have? Well, what's the
I
name?
mean...
Yeah, it's gotta be right.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
Not me, not Hermione. You should do it.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it?
Never.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
Exactly.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then.
Yes.
Everyone
Name
welcome
drop.
to Disco Elysium.
Nice.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns
Nice.
Look at him go.
Those
What you
I'm dancing.
Can we dance
switch
with him,
lunges.
please?
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself?
Let's
with
do it.
audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker
Oh,
setup
no.
makes everything
Whoa!
sound much
Oh, you got shot in the hip.
There's a noticeable lack of something.
Have a bum leg. I'm gonna. We gotta try.
Yes, we have to do it.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of emotion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull
It's true.
to this futuristic
You get to
beat.
have the excuse of like, oh, I got a bum leg, but you know, like if I could, I would
Your
be destroying
aching
you
leg
right now.
doesn't want you to imagine
True.
anything, however. It just wants to lie down and rest.
I hope you're not trying to dance with that leg of yours. Healing from
Oh,
a
sorry.
gunshot wound takes time and patience.
No,
Be
look at
careful.
me. Look how still I am.
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Ah. Don't point it out. That's so mean.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway, goodbye, officer.
All right.
Goodbye.
Talk to Soona.
Yeah.
Yes, what is it? What? What did you say? I can't hear you! The music is too loud! Oh, the project! It's not going well! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers. Egghead! A 3.5 cable! Into the auxiliary input! Okay? He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata! A place to be, apparently!
Yeah. Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Thanks! Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes! Let me know how it goes!
Okay.
Hey, bud.
Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore. It's hardcore. Skibbity, skibberdanger.
Skibbity.
I am the rearranger.
Oh no.
It's the rearranger. Oh, that's it?
Huh? Can we?
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, can you
Good to see
help?
you.
Nope.
Goodbye, officer.
Maybe we ask somebody else. The girl?
I'll just ask him.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in. Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yeah.
Yes, you really came through for the hard. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the base. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Okay.
It's a miracle.
Okay.
Carpentry. Their bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more. That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here, was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. You see, perhaps something more fundamental. I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well. Dead bodies of perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Copman? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Wow.
This religion of history is false core. It has collapsed.
The way he says it, the force in false core is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough.
Okay.
And yes, I do. Hard to say, Copman. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crabman though. Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
Is he?
Talking to him, I realised that sobriety can be pretty hardcore too. I gotta respect it. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
What did he tell you?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus. Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it. Sure.
Take care.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are. Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Soona, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God. Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something.
Dr. Watson.
Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck. Okay.
What is that empathy? Egghead.
What do you mean? Oh, that. He's the party boy. Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
No, we don't.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you...
Right. But nobody is
anyway.
here. Why won't he talk to us?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamra, on the dusty slope of Montmartre, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two.
Who do you want to know about?
Well, I wanted your help
Sure.
with him, but
Yeah, I don't.
why can't we just do it?
That's what I'm wondering.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. It's hardcore. Skibbity, skibbadane.
I am the rearranger.
Yes, what is it?
Talk to Egghead about. Okay, I mean, this is Egghead, right?
Yeah.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hardcore. Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G
Okay.
before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural, Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
He missed one A.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
Okay,
Okay.
we just need to
True,
like.
hard, full,
Yeah.
hardcore.
But is it really?
Hardcore to the mega.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here comes the nine.
Okay, alright.
We're close. True, hard,
nothing.
hardcore. Yeah!
This young man at, or maybe it's not.
And then,
Gotwaldian.
yeah, we ask about it.
Maybe.
You know about him?
You know Van Eyck?
Yeah?
Wow.
The skinny
Wow.
wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
Look at me
So
go.
am I. So am I.
So am I.
That was so genuine.
Egghead to the mega. The K became the G. The boy became the man. The Advent?
No. Egghead,
We're
please.
close. True.
Wait.
Hardcore. Yeah.
This young man, or maybe it's
You know about?
You know Van Eyck? Good.
The advert?
Oh my god.
The club? True.
How do we?
This young, or maybe it's not.
You know about?
Is there
You know Van
any...
8? Oh, well,
The advert?
Is there any way to just like exhaust
The
his dialogue?
club? True. Hard. It's hardcore. Skibberdy.
I don't...
The club? True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore is internally coherent. All core. All right. Gotta get the people going. Yeah, Rick.
Okay, so yeah, keep saying nothing.
Hardcore. Internally all core.
He furrows his.
Hardcore. Ah!
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
I am the mic enforcer.
Oh my god, okay.
This young man, or maybe
I picked the wrong...
he missed one A.
It's nice to be. The club, true. Hardcore. Hardcore is internally all core.
He furrowed.
Hardcore. Ah!
Do we go down the 2 route or...
Sure.
The question is, what is the question? But there was a question?
Oh man, okay.
True. Hard. Full core.
I wondered what our journal meant when it said solve the egghead puzzle, but I now
Yeah.
understand. I now understand.
Yeah.
He furrows his.
Hardcore.
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously,
Oh my God.
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second,
Okay.
you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Nice, we did it.
Yay!
I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
I need an adapter.
Oh no, we're going to be misjudged.
Don't worry, I have an adapter
Thank God.
right here.
So please don't make me find one.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Everybody, everybody, don't panic. I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec. For a special.
Man,
special
that guy with the
effect.
spiky hair would be so tired by now.
I know. I was like, this man has quads of fucking steel. Man.
The
Like,
on-off
he's
will
just
be
going.
back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Okay,
All
goodbye,
right,
Egghead.
Here comes the night.
Yes, what is it?
Mute.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit?
No,
Just in
blast
case.
us into another dimension,
Maximum.
please.
Yeah.
Maximum is the only way.
Agreed.
I know
Maximum.
it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk
Oh.
is
Okay, love.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yep.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5.
Oh no,
Everyone
I'm a little
ready?
nervous too.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the
Are we
beat
gonna
to
blow
drop.
this place up or something?
Born ready.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Crabman?
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Oh, he doesn't get to chime in. Okay.
Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster.
Why?
I think he's just nervous.
5.
Oh my god, I'm nervous.
4.
Oh my gosh, why is they're making such a big deal out of it?
2. 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything.
Guys, what's going on?
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's
Oh no.
boiling.
What is happening?
No.
Hosiana, mother of Mega.
It was in me.
The beauty and the beat, the future of dance, planetary.
I figured they were gonna love it.
No, Egg! It's the window!
Oh my god.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a
Yeah, I mean,
possible
I would have been inching toward the
evacuation
door
route.
if it were me.
The window is going to come down.
Yeah.
The roof.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us, love.
Oh my god.
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
Oh shit.
The mic is nothing. This has nothing to do with Mike.
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
Oh.
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down. And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
I wonder what happens if you tell him not to do it.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell.
I kind of feel
Programmer
like
lady,
maybe you
tell me you
blow
were
the
recording
tree
that.
up and die.
Yeah.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it, though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a
What
start.
the heck just happened?
I don't know. I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We
Oh,
will not
boy.
play it again.
Oofa doofa, okay.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this.
They're gonna
Don't
want to
worry,
come
I won't
and
send the
play
recording.
it.
Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
Okay.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you even
And we
convey
have to
that
get
in the
back
letter?
to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origin.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
There's no way.
All you hear is silence.
Oh, we got double ones. Love that for us. Okay. Well.
Okay, we did it.
We did it.
Nice.
Do we want to allocate any points?
Do you want to finish that thought about becoming sober?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on to him. We'll.
Yeah.
I
I feel like we should see, like, if there's a check that we want to do better at, we could.
Right.
It is late.
Yeah, do we go back to the whirling in rags and then move on?
Guess I'd rather go in the morning. Don't we also have a room here, technically? Oh, but we can stay at the Whirling Rags for free now.
Yeah. Good night. Oh
The
boy.
bed's a little nicer now. You could get a good night's sleep here.
Oh yeah. Do you remember last time when we were like gonna go to sleep? I never ended up doing that, so we.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Same day.
The window is fixed. The sheets are new. It's easier to fall asleep than ever before.
Well, in our 6-day memory.
Easy this time. Drifting off Your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea until they're suddenly light.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember. No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Look at us sleeping well.
After
Yay!
centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's
Aww.
this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
I hate waking up in the cold.
Oh. It's nice
Can
if
we
your bed is warm enough, but
Right.
But yeah, it makes it
But-
10 times harder to get out.
Right. Like, okay, I gotta go get dressed, like for work or whatever. No, thank you. Can we try to look in the mirror and see if we like ourselves more?
Yeah, let's see.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean.
Oh.
You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, such as it
Oh, look at us.
A
A
regular
regular
Good.
shaven police officer. Just a regular dude.
In a crazy outfit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Look at us go. All right. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Good morning.
Yes?
I slept well. Still 3%. Okay.
Well, off we pop.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh boy. Okay, I don't know what to think about going to the island.
I know, right? No idea what to expect. Man, I feel like if you do that much damage, he would be fired. Like losing his police car like that.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a wonder he's still even technically an officer, but
Yeah.
I guess when you have like a citizen's
The
led
skiff
police,
with a small steering engine
it's a lot
in
less
the back
regulated.
floats on
Yeah.
the calm water of the sea. Its two seats are empty. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water, along with the factory number, A72, SRV made. This machine represents humanitarian aid from a workers' state on the Samaran Isola. The ROO logo on the engine gives it away. That and a white five-pointed star. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts?
As much as we can.
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Okay.
Take the engine, Kim. I'll hold the boombox.
What? Fine. Let's blast Sad FM then.
Yes.
Ah,
Sad FM
yes.
is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
It'll float.
All right.
Yes.
Washington crossing in Delaware.
playing sad rock songs.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
This is dramatic.
It is. I like to think that it's dramatic simply because we chose to make it so.
Yeah.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
It's much closer than I was expecting.
Yeah, when they gave us like basically a dinghy to get over there, I was like, oh, it must be not far.
Yeah. And it doesn't look to be as big as I was expecting either.
No.
Cool. Nice.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence.
Okay.
In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms, then the cliffs above you. Let's go.
Why are you whispering? Oh no.
I don't know. Kim.
Kim.
Wait, make me nervous. New places. Bombs with power enough to break the foundation.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
Ah,
Oh.
yes, so it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
Yeah.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
From enemies,
Who on
enemies
the
of the
island?
commune of Revachol.
Oh,
This
okay.
sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Interesting. It is really weird to visit forts and stuff.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea. The flock of quail departs, now more than 100 meters away, 102, 105. On the islet, there is almost no wind under the rain quietly falling on the reeds, bulrushes swaying on the waterline, long dried leaves chafing against each other, the soft raindrops, like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work, of great importance to the few who attend. A silent hiss, sea air moving through the needles of a pine tree, the faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. Before it, the sound of sand, the low tide filtered through its grains, a bird tending to its feathers. Raindrops fall on water, strangely quiet, forming circles in the distance. A low hum. The air slowly moves through the concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow, a big building. Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow. Absolute silence. Reeds motionless. Bulrushes motionless. A drop of rain falls on a black log of an extinguished campfire. A jitter, a sound impatient to happen, but not yet in this world.
Yes?
This is where a lesser man would stop to think about the pain shooting up his right leg and into his groin. Not you. You're concentrated on how.
I have. Is that why we're stopping?
The lieutenant nods in silence.
Huh. Does this have to do with the thing in the church? I guess so.
What is this? Armament. Twin cannons. Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, what's down here? Stairs collapsed. Oh, no, we don't want to run all the way around yet. Okay,
Fantastic.
I know. It's a much more fun way of putting it.
Somebody was living
Books
here.
and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Let's look around a little bit more.
Maybe we can put a skill point in conceptualization.
Yeah. I'll click on everything else first.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch.
Oh,
you could use some rest for what's ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, anytime. If you need a rest later, it's okay by me.
Nice.
You don't have to be a hero.
And I want to look at this before we try that check.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. Downstairs, somewhere? Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout. The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Hello, Captain. Welcome back.
Hi.
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift. The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Okay. Do any more clues? Help with conceptualization. Ooh. Okay.
Alright.
Do we want to put a point in?
Yeah, sure. Oh, we have.
Alright.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and
better.
detective stories.
Okay, yeah.
Animal adventures. A magazine for electrical engineering and an international thriller. Also,
Alright, let's
like
see.
oh yes,
Nice.
under this, there
Yay!
is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as
Life
Abercrombie
non-affirming
and
left-wing
Uzi.
literature.
It's not exactly like reading.
Ooh, Sia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
What? We're
Whoever
not trying to
lived
provoke
here,
him.
They have
No.
some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm. Nice. Hmm.
You see
Meaning
a
we
small
can't go through
metal
it?
door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
Ah.
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look around. Getting the blast door open seems like the best plan.
Actually, maybe moralist, no virtue in it either. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
So, if I click on this... Let me see, what can I have to go under?
Oh.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
The console of an antique computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out, they terminate here. I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
Cool.
After you.
What if we get into another fight?
I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire pit. The wind picks up, then dies down again.
Don't worry. I have a gun.
I still don't.
I don't have a gun.
Extra good that I do.
Okay. As long as you're confident, bud.
Kim, it wasn't a ton of help. I mean, it was actually. He killed the one guy that was gonna shoot us.
He did. If we go out the side door, see. Do we want to go through the blast door?
Should... Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess it did kind of seem like a big moment.
Yeah.
The way they were talking about it. So
let's just see. This might be like a dead end way. So let's just see like what's over here. It might not be.
Well, if the island's super small, I'm okay with exploring it first. What are those cement things?
What are they called? I can't remember the name for them. I mean, it's a tactical war device, but I cannot remember the name of it. Oh, we got pain in our pelvis. Okay.
Yeah, that
Sounds
makes
about right.
sense.
Inside of the fortress. Look at the blast door. Yes, please.
Cool.
We are well stocked. Cool. Nice.
Uh-oh, I hope that's not like a
rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab.
foreshadowing.
Covered by the crumbling roof.
I mean, it
At
might
the head
be.
of it,
Just make
double
sure you're stocked
embrasures.
up.
Firing
Yeah.
slits like two eyes in the wall.
Like when the game starts giving you a bunch of ammo. Like, damn it.
It's like, here's a weapon and a big dump of ammo and a bunch of health, and you're just like, no. Yeah, the music here is very nice.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Branded name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns. And an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
That embrasure, what can you see through it?
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you.
Nice.
Like a tiny
Okay.
landscape painting. 1
Yeah,
kilometer
or
across
it's
the
us thinking about
The
it.
ruins look familiar. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33A and 33B. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Gislain, 10, the doomed commercial area. The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop, sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
I sure do, bud.
More than that.
Oh no.
A pair of binoculars or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Cheek against the cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
Affirmative.
Meaning it wasn't anybody that was there, like none of the Hardy Boys, not Ruby.
Right.
Nothing pointed here.
Not Classier.
Millions pointed elsewhere.
He looks north, over the fortification, then at the mattress.
Where?
He does not answer, just nods.
I mean, I'm worried.
With his back
The
hunched,
killer
he looks around once
This
more.
seems like a
and
great
says,
place to just hide out.
We should move.
I have a theory.
Hit me.
The older woman, what is her name? Joyce? Yes. She's my theory. She wanted to start a like internal war.
Yeah.
And like she's the only one that like came after and always stayed on the ocean and
Definitely
literally
had
left.
access to the island, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go up there.
Unless it's somebody we haven't met yet. In
Which
case
like I mean,
would be
it
weird.
could be like I feel like in real life it could be, but in a story of
Right.
contained mystery like this. Okay.
Okay. I feel good about it. I think.
Yeah. Let's do a little cheeky save. Hello?
Oh. Okay. There was a thing off to the left back there, so you can
Where?
go back to it. Like back inside.
Let's check it.
There was like a hallway.
I don't think I can click over there though.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, cool. Ooh.
Like, what if we see her boat, like, moored or something? Oh my gosh, there's a person.
Oh, it is. Oh shit. With a rifle.
Oh boy.
Joyce did act like the death of the mercenary was an issue for her side, but maybe she just really acted. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the perfect cover, right? I mean...
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they weren't really doing anything good anyway, and then they all went rogue.
Right. This is very true. I recall
There
this
is one more thing you can do.
before.
Okay. Yeah, maybe let's explore a little bit more.
We will talk to them last. I think sleep inside for one more thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is like endgame. Are we about to finish the game?
I don't know. I feel like I sort of felt like the game was building to like an end with the tribunal, but then...
Yeah.
The greasy old spring mattress lies in the corner. Fresh linen under the heavy caracal cover.
The offer still stands. Take it. You don't look so good.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light
Oh,
there
we get a
in the dark
moment.
corner.
Okay.
Like a dog, you lie there. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep.
Hey, bud. You doing? Kim?
This seems spooky.
Kim? Where's Kim?
No.
To this beach?
You said you'd keep watch, Kim? Door shut again. Is this a nightmare?
I don't like it. Kim? No, I can't.
Gosh, it's dark.
I can't access that door. Contemplating life or something.
He wouldn't abandon us. The chain. The chain was to the left, right?
The chain was like when we first got here. But
yeah.
But that door, I don't have access to that door.
I think it's just to the left down the beach, right? Oh, can you not even go that way?
No.
Hmm.
We'd have to go back through, I think. Which we can try, but... Oh, this chain. This is new. You came down here.
Oh. Look into the water. This has got to be a dream. Oh. Are we finally gonna get to learn what happened?
Humanism, internationalism,
oh no.
and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing
Harry
here?
was my boy, Jesus Christ, all along.
Seems off.
I just whipped that one out at the last second. Actually, I could just have strolled over to the island anytime I wanted.
forever. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry.
Is that
Might
the
as well
voice
be
of
another
Shivers?
lifetime.
No, I think I think that's the voice of our ex.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in my head too. We're all in our heads. Sometimes. Not as often as I used to. So much time has passed. More than it seems here. I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to... Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality. Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light.
Her portrait is
mana
so
and raw palladium.
pretty.
It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder.
Anyway. No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive, epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out.
Meta.
The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone.
Oh God.
In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna be in hell forever. We're working on ours.
Whatever you do,
We're working
don't
on it.
try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
It's not. But... I don't know why I said but. There is no but. That's it, yes. We've talked about it 1,000,000 times. You will get over it. Just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in hell?
See? It just takes some time. For you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe. It was hard for me too. I used to think I couldn't live without you. But I can. Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew. What other things? We've been through
Yeah,
all
I
the
don't want to
things, Harry.
push ourselves on her. Like,
no, I mean,
we have a lot of growth to do.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day.
The morning.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like that.
My fingers called you.
I mean, we did just dial it by heart. We did not know what we were doing.
They really
Yeah,
shouldn't.
he probably didn't even honestly remember.
I
Like,
was
if
in
you'd asked
Morova
him her
already.
number, probably
Safe.
couldn't have just
In the warmth of
produced
the
it.
night. Wrapped in my future love. there, I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and smile.
The air gets cold around
She's
you.
very
She
happy
looks
without
down on
us.
her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery. The death blow is coming. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs. Red and black. Rivershall West, the evening sun. She's left and bloomed, far away from us, our vast soul. It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois, yes, Dora Dubois.
Oh no, 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 no. We're not doing that again.
That was not the death blow yet. You saved yourself.
Because it's our last name, right?
Keep stumbling around,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
will
okay.
happen.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet. I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
She does not look back. Instead, eyes her fingernails. They're bitten, frayed. The evening wind blows in. The gown wraps around her like a white flag.
I kind of want to just end it there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. Please don't give me any gifts.
Oh gosh.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
Lies, sire. She cannot but love you. She
No
has said
drama.
so.
No, no, no.
No, okay, no.
Not how it works.
I don't like that, but
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight. I won't see you, but you will see me. Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago? Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts
Oh
happening,
my gosh,
it
that's
keeps happening.
horrible.
3 times a week, at least. And Harry,
it's very sad.
it really, really
Yeah.
looks like it started happening again.
He's very stuck.
There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young, and I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum, like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness, after leaving you the first time, so long ago. Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation.
He is not over
Real
it.
darkness
Not even
has
a
love
little
for a
bit.
face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
gosh.
Maybe
No,
closing
and it
this
caused.
case will like help him put some things to bed. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, he spiraled so hard just because she left, and it seems like she had pretty
You're
good
on,
reasons. So,
How was your sleep?
Yeah.
for how long? Years, it sounds like she's been gone. Mm.
Oh no, we're bleeding.
I like number 3, yeah.
I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
The lieutenant nods solemnly.
Let's solve the problem.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
Oh gosh.
I don't.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
why? What's happening with our... Why can we only see the top bit of our jacket? Okay, there we go. I was like, why are we topless? I don't remember making us topless. Alright. Hey.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp.
My eyesight? Yes, helps me see all the shit. I did. And you opened it. How? I should have burned that console down. Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
We make an entrance.
Not rock and roll.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness, a weapon of the bourgeoisie. The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip-gyrating, mental illness music. It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done. It's a 3-angong 446.
Southeast Samaran made, exotic, must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
You heard me. It's good now, like chalk wiped from the ball.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis of the world revolution in the Safarid Empire, extinguished in 06.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog.
The time will come to win his trust, comrade. It is not now. You need to take care of the gun first.
I mean, this one feels better.
Yeah.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
Alright, Kim, calm.
You're a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
Do we want to try that, or?
I don't know.
The lieutenant aims his pistol
God.
square
That's not
at
what
the
I-
man's forehead.
Okay.
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me.
It's nice to know that Kim's not like
To
trigger
hell with
happy.
it.
Yeah.
It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound, a strange sadness, like a song.
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
Wow, he is.
I don't know what to make of this yet.
The present
Yeah.
to be afraid and cold.
Goodness.
Real music. Real Proletkult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
Marching song.
The job of a shitlicker.
Yeah, well.
There you go.
There kind of was one like 3 days ago.
In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess. How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through him.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the Commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Goodness.
No. I've been on other islands, too. I was an Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Goodness.
43 years and 10 months.
It's the length of my entire life.
Too long. It's not how a human being should live. But I couldn't just forget what I saw.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, Waiting.
For what?
Where it's morning, on Rue de Saint-Gisley, people are walking. The gas streetlights have already been switched off. Further inland, in Jamrock, the streets come alive with workers. Men, women, children rushing. Muddy avenue after muddy avenue. The temperature is rising. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41.
Always waiting. For her to return.
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
What?
Always.
Girl child revolution.
No. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not.
It doesn't seem like you're doing anything if you're hiding on an island here.
Whatever
Yeah, well, was he trying to start one?
So that's why
shooting,
he's
or?
the deserter.
No, I'm not.
Don't say it.
What can I do? I was just 16 years old. 15 when I
gosh.
volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Oof.
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat.
Yeah, you were
thought
15.
Masovian
Fair,
socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took for reaction to take hold. It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
And this was when?
May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic. The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room. I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers underground, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring. Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too, shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality. The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and
You're
power
making me
in
nervous,
its
Captain
eyes.
Old Bones.
Then you
I know, right?
That the bourgeois are not human.
I guess just let him finish. He's on a roll.
Yeah.
I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
Okay.
It's not an island, Dwight. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender. The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world. Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
I don't know.
You don't know. You haven't seen it. Iblis, the black-eyed angel.
Shaitan of Order, the Darkened One.
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been
seem
throwing
like
up
you've
blood
chosen
since
this life.
winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
He does seem frail. Good for his age.
Well, I mean,
more like 75 and
I
65.
feel like he probably would have been like
Trouble puts on
executed
weight
for
could mean
rejoining
cancer.
society. If he deserted at like 15.
Think so?
I mean, because he was on the losing side. Other people got like put to firing squads.
DRCM can provide medical services.
I think
You
in
need to be
43 years, he could probably have figured out how to rejoin without people knowing that he,
That's true.
as a
Yeah.
15-year-old, he deserted.
Right. After like 20 years, or just as soon as he didn't look like a 15-year-old anymore, he probably could have just showed up somewhere.
To die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund. I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of... I don't even know what. Inferno?
He won't like it if you try to relate.
Yeah.
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult mentally to live in isolation.
Traitors. It's better alone. I watch the people of this city turn the lights back on, more and more each year. Ruins, glimmering in the dark, like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
I mean, you say he chose to fight for what he believes in, but isn't he admitting to not having been fighting for anything for the past most of his life, where he's just been hiding and stealing?
Right. It's like he ran away from the army because he deserted, which was a moral choice, but then at what point? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It was
It's
hard in the Thames. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now.
Right, yeah.
I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits.
Okay,
dogs.
well,
Men without
some of them are just
ideals
citizens.
only animals. So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right? I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste dans ce land. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
Okay.
A spray of blood from his mouth.
Sir, this is quite dramatic. We were not alive when this happened.
Yeah, we're products of the government that came after what he left.
Rene, the royalist on the coast, said.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time? Because the party didn't surrender?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
I don't think you did. You live in a delusion. Radio shows, speed racing, and
I don't like
sporting
him
goods.
very much.
It's not
Well,
real.
he's a radical. I mean,
He just hates everyone.
yeah, I mean, because everyone is a product of the corruption. Yeah.
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army. Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
The old man does not answer. He tilts his silver head and looks at the reeds. You see a small tremor pass through his legs.
His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follows the ideology of the Commune.
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a night philosopher of the revolution, a future human.
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of ideology, he nods slowly, then another tremor.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce. I've used it for killing people.
Killing people?
Great.
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while. But
Right. Like, yeah. That's sort of how I feel about it, Captain. Is like there is like a certain honor and respect in refusing to participate in a society that's like inherently fucked. But like what he has chosen to do is like operate on his own on this island and just, I mean, like, yeah, in theory there's a respect and honor to that. I don't feel like he went about it in a way.
this is what you live for. This is the shit. The great serotonin jackpot. The solution. Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No.
He doesn't like
Be careful
anything.
now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
The who now?
What did you miss, Avery? We are talking to almost certainly the murderer. Like the murderer. But we're trying to get him to confess.
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
No, we're not gonna glorify that man.
Oh yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the Commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. They are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dras. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is. Find it yourself. It's your problem now.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain. Stupid twat.
The lieutenant looks at you with worry in his eyes.
They're all silly.
Intuition is an aberrant psychologism. It reeks of crypto-fascism. The parasite class use intuition to justify their rank in life. It's all just palmistry and magic, Earl creatures. Your brain is rotting from the radio waves.
He
I
does
know.
not answer the provocation. It does not look like he thinks this approach worked.
You're lost, twat. You're lost.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
Warren, personalized even. Looks like this weapon has seen a lot of use, hasn't it, sir?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
Jacketed, military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight. Good for hitting something that's very, very far away.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. Some kind of involuntary response. Something is slightly off with his motorics.
Yeah, I mean, his legs were twitching.
This looked very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him later. For a 60-year-old man with stomach trouble, who spent his entire life alone on an uninhabited island, he seems surprisingly fit. He's prone to
That doesn't seem
erratic
surprising, actually.
clearly malnourished. But that's it. You can see no more by looking at his slouched frame. The moment passes, and you say,
I ain't going anywhere.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta. Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, sorry.
Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut.
Muesli.
Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems?
I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing.
I mean...
The weak link. Yes, them, but also women.
Oh my god.
Women, men of war.
Okay.
You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place. Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. You're going to keep your voos, right? Keep your voos, brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines.
It's not the time. Not the time. Maybe.
It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Okay.
Are you gonna do the check again?
Yes. I'm looking for composure. I think I have to put a point into it to unlock it, but I just wanted to see.
Yeah.
Okay, is anything bringing your composure down? No. Okay. So
Minions of capital. What do you want?
Aside from the rare, erratic hand gesture,
Damn it.
smacking his lips and despondently staring into the fire, you can only see that he is old.
I really want
Minions of capital.
Please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're a minion of communism.
Aside
What
from
the
rare,
fuck?
erratic hand
Bro.
gesture, smacking his lips and despondently staring into the fire, you can only see that he is old.
Petty bourgeois law. This is all you care about, right? The only thing in the world for you types.
A drop of blood in the saliva. That's right. Pile it all on him now. 3 should do it. Maybe 4.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your musketeer pistols. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real
I don't have any weapons, so.
No, I pawned my gun, thank you.
Rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
Damn.
Are you kidding me?
He's watched it happen.
If you're the one that killed that, bro, you're the one that started all that bullshit.
Us going into it without a gun. Like.
He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting.
We saved a lot of them.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and Maybells on Clausia's balcony. And nowhere else. Nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them. So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away. They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood.
Okay, you're angry about the flowers. Is there anything you're not angry about, sir?
Before they ruined it.
No. That's been his whole life.
South, The Bay of
That's-
Martinez
yeah.
is dotted with little
Guess if you have trauma and you never, ever, ever do anything to get through it.
white flowers.
He's also been literally alone for like 40 years, so he's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
Captain talking about the fascism path being interesting because it kind of highlights how it's a believable danger that people in like hard walks of life can walk into pretty easily. It's really true. Yeah, I feel like it is like people in vulnerable positions get pulled into it quite easily.
Classier with the victim.
There is a small tremble, looks like a smile, a crooked smile, yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer, armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer, dripping with blood.
Yeah, it's just you didn't really think about the consequences because like so many other people died because of that.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. Right, like that's not the point.
But he wasn't. Or oh well, I guess he did like boast about it, but she said he didn't rape her.
Beating us to the ground, moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
This is quite a parallel to news lately.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you, while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was
Okay, alright.
in phase, and I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And
Well,
so
they
did.
tried to avenge him on other people.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from.
I
Don't we know the motive?
Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it. You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Them fucking. I didn't like that.
Okay.
A bloody spitball lands on the firewood.
Okay.
Definitely a reason to...
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back.
So did you kill them too?
The familiar put of hatred.
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists, everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries. Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it. Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class.
Isn't that the one that got defaced?
Yes.
Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. In tents, like animals. Like those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now.
Why didn't you kill her then?
Right.
Porcelain men are dead. So...
Your tipping point was when you saw people having sex?
Seems like she would have been exactly the type you would want to.
The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls...
I don't know, you guys seem pretty similar to me. Just on different mental stances.
Yeah.
Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon.
I mean, he's also dead now.
Right.
Or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children.
Goodness.
Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, those disco whores...
He's nuts.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center.
But we're a
Leave it
disco.
I know, I was
alone.
like, I'm waiting for us to realize, wait a second.
There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investigating.
Disco whores?
Whores. Syphilis is a disease Philippe III contracted in a whorehouse. The statue is an abomination. The bacteria entered his brain and made him squander trillions on sparkling wine, cocainum, and monuments of himself. His son, Philip IV, the insane, contracted syphilis in the womb.
That is technically possible, although Philippe III was not actually syphilitic. He was just mad.
And he still went on to govern Revachol for 25 years. We lost 2 million lives toppling that mode of government. And those grotesque statues, too. Hundreds of them. What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why?
You forgot to take it down?
Forgot? The party had each of the 141 Philippian monuments detonated with plastic explosives. We were pedantic about carrying out the order. No. Some advertising cockroaches used their accumulated capital to erect a new, ironic version of it. Art is a bourgeois establishment.
Oh, you hate art
It's
too.
an affront to humanity.
Fuck that.
Wait, the bullet hole in Philippe's heart. The statue had been shot. That was him.
Oh.
It had to be. He's already proven capable of taking a far more complicated shot from here.
I did. A needless, sentimental gesture. I should have spared the bullet for a deformed monster of liberal capitalism.
Yeah, you're only human.
Shameful, really.
Yes, shameful. So many others to punish over the years. Isn't that right, detective?
The fat union man let them put it there. Corrupt as he is. Probably got a fat check for it, too. Shared with the law.
It was actually a giant check, yeah.
He keeps having opinions about the union's leadership.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy. The true enemy of the proletariat. Placating the masses.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the union's top brass.
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, the brains of the operation. The smart one.
Edgar.
He talks a big game about uprising and social base. They must have sent the smart one to some university in Le Jardin, where it's alienation this and hegemony that. First against the wall with him.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time. Nothing happens in Martinez without them knowing.
Of course. Maybe the Clears asked him to.
I haven't approached anyone. I hid. It was Edgar who came to me.
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out.
Well, no, he didn't do that.
I was right about one of those things. Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Even quoted Marzoff. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzoff. Oh, and charity too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing. I still have the gas cooker he brought.
What a dick.
20 years
For
ago.
giving you blankets.
Neither of them
a
can
cooker.
walk now. Could they? They were less fat then.
That's around the time the Clears came to power.
Let me be here. The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revachol. We took this fortification from the Loyalists. Even the Clares understand this.
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy?
I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
Again? What did you do to the first time?
Again? What have you done for Edgar before?
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We
Oh,
parted
how?
ways.
Well, I need to know more.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them.
Yeah.
But he's insinuating something.
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race. A Patank maniac race traitor. I remember him. I remember him from Lanos. Not him personally, his making model. There were tens of thousands of them.
Game is Skyrim.
I thought we took them all out before the liberals came to their rescue. We missed one. That one.
The game of the people.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today.
Fat and plump, like a pheasant, just begging to be popped off. Please, Mr. Dross, shoot me. Calm down. I'm not angry. I adore him. He reminds me of everything we fought for. At least we killed that Fisettle and his kingsman.
Alright.
The connection comes to
finally
you
passed
like
one.
a splash of cold water. Dark, cold water. He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
That bourgeois cow, Tiffin Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot on mutual cooperation. And money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder and a deal maker.
Yeah.
She was. And she was real soft on those money men. Had a Barbara Muskova bag over her shoulder that she liked to bring to work. Called in, they say, on the eve of battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain.
No, that's not quite it, is it?
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't really her daughter, was it?
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is, the bend in the river.
Because she was dead? Because the cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal, grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled. Hard to say. It was a sloppy job on a moving target. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like she often was. The ruins were black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people who flourish in the hell around her, and the ruins. Someone shot her, or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is full of holes. All I know is nothing changed. Not in the material base, not in the hegemony. There was no uprising, just words. The Union fizzled, sogged. Nothing came of it. Nothing.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal. If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar.
He's not gonna
you
do
could
that.
work.
No.
He doesn't give a fuck about that.
We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the Samaran People's Republic.
What about his
degenerate
current
workers'
murders?
Ghost shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. I will rot away here, in a moral intern cell. I will not testify to anything.
I mean, yeah, okay then.
All you know is I saw it happen, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Her plump body bobbing up and down in that canal like a corpse. That chick yellow bag still on her, strangling her. Glad? It's all gone.
His lip curls.
About the people you don't like.
About the people you don't like. Everyone.
It's all gone.
Officer, are we sure? We could maybe get more.
I mean, what?
I think that's enough.
Joseph
Right? What else could we get?
That would mean we had
for
exhausted
the murder
all.
of Elise Courtenard.
That's, yeah.
You will be taken to the nearest
We don't
prison
need
holding
anything.
area for preliminary investigation.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The thing that you turned down? No.
The sum of all the erratic movements, fidgeting, and mood swings he's been exhibiting. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand?
This man is not gonna be brought in, I fear.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But...
I mean, yes, he's afraid.
No.
Afraid of... I
don't
mean...
want to. I have to stay here.
He's been afraid for 43 years.
Yeah, and he has thus far had 0 consequences for his actions.
He's sweating.
Well, I mean, I
Beads are
guess
forming on his forehead.
he also didn't get what he wanted, like, either, but...
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Why are we
There
waiting?
it is again, to your north,
okay.
as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other.
I just
But
feel like
then,
us bringing him
in the
in
middle of it,
can't be how this ends. I mean, not that it can't be, but like, I feel like there has to be something more that happens.
You think it'll be like Tangle Tower where he motors off in a boat by himself?
very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat. What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
What is happening? I'm nervous.
Oh my gosh, is it the cryptid?
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Can you imagine? That would be so funny.
Do you see that?
And legs
It is! It's the phasmid!
limb by limb.
It's right there.
Wow! If you did not do that quest, you would have no idea what's happening.
It's still there. An unfolding mechanism
Oh my
of
God.
reed-like chitin.
This is
hovering
amazing.
In place.
Look at it.
I know it's cute.
Hi.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Oh no.
The stick insect is over 3
Look at
meters
him.
tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its
I'm not sure it's
grotesquely
real.
small head. You
No,
feel
I'm-
your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster, but you don't have a gun.
I finally got
Tell
on
me what
tape.
you see.
That's it.
I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
I can see it.
What if Kim says?
Maybe he drugged us. somehow. I don't know how that would happen.
Is Kim just finally acknowledging that we're insane, or is Kim confirming we're not insane?
4 simple words. Thank God. If you can see, then you're not insane.
I hope we're not insane.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
Hi.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully. It's the camera.
We ran around to so many traps. That would not contain
The flash
this.
will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
No one has to believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you
feel like-
see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
I won't be.
I don't know if it'll let us get there.
No.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
What if it kills us?
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly.
Hey.
Hey.
The creature tilts its tiny head to the side and appears to look at you. It is incredibly light, like the slightest gust of wind should blow it away. But it doesn't.
Oh, nice.
Laid the pheromone on thick.
Oh, right.
Oh my God. Oh.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect
This
motion.
is really cool. I did not expect
The
this.
world stands still around you.
Flabbergasted.
Suddenly,
I wonder
there
if
is
this
silence.
happens to you whether you do the quest or not.
Yeah.
The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating. Sets of complex eyes follow you, moving in tandem on either side of the insect's small head. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
It's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning. Nothing.
Damn it.
Its simple eyes give off no flicker of light. No one is home. The twitches of its limbs are insect-like, unknowable, perhaps without substance even. It's spread too thin among its limbs, performing incomprehensible operations on the world. And you, looking at it, mouth slightly open. You cannot even imagine what it thinks.
Maybe it is real, the pheromone.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets. Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Do we want a picture or no?
Yeah, we should take the picture, I think.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a
Wow.
sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
I don't feel like we should touch it.
Yeah.
A shudder
That's the
pulses
rules,
through
right?
the
It's
creature's
wildlife.
limbs. It jolts back to life,
Yeah.
like a record continuing where it left off.
Them's the
in a
breaks.
swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you. As you back off, the phasmid also takes a step back into the reeds. Something tells you the next time you engage and disengage, it will probably flee. The arthropod follows you with its antennae. As you back off, the cracks and hisses of the tape that's come to its end grow more distant.
Huh.
Until it's no longer there.
Okay, so we just make it leave, basically.
Hissing and clicking, the arthropod extends its mandible-like antennae. The insect stops suddenly. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you. The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tuft-like structures still rustle on its joints. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
No. Inland Empire.
As you're turning
I think
away,
it's gonna
the phasmid
leave.
mirrors your movements,
Yeah.
stepping
Yeah.
on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Bye.
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone.
What is in the water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only... I've never seen anything like that in my life. Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
Yeah.
What now?
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, there it is.
Ding ding.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
Phasmid took it.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual. I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island, and the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
A curious octopus would do
I mean, we don't know
something
anything about it.
or even a cuttlefish.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point. She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Klasia comes from. Remember? God damn it.
No, she lied to us. Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too. I don't know, but it's not Katarzyna Alasia, or Klasia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her.
That's probably true.
Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
The winds are silent.
Okay. Hey, bud.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
You kind of have to face...
Something is very wrong with him now.
Is he gonna die right in front of us?
I kind of feel like... So if he comes in and we actually are able to take him in, I'll be very surprised.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid. Old age and shock. The appearance of the phasmid in conjunction with the stress of the arrest. He spent his entire life here. For him to leave would be...
Yeah, I mean...
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
I suppose...
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
What? What are we looking at?
No, an upside-down star.
With its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
Maybe there's something on them.
After
Wall
44 years, that's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
I thought we did, but
Looks like that's this much.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought in. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to
is
what
this
you've
our
just
precinct? Oh no, because we're working for people, or people are scared of us, or something.
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're bleeding. We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you. Bothered by it. Harry,
He looks like Connor.
you look like you need a
from
fucking
Succession,
organ
and I know you
transplant.
don't watch that show, but like I can't take him seriously. He looks
Oh, yeah.
like Connor from Succession.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
We did.
Hi.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Oh?
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Okay, I'd been scraping.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant.
Yeah, Kim.
And not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Just no, thanks. I don't know what's going on.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
Are they having like a...
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to.
Cool, are we
manage
gonna
your
get our memory
expectations a
back?
little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Okay.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
You, shit kid, that's you.
Maybe you've deserved it.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Damn you, Gart! Gart told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
Yes, I'm Trond Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Trond Heilestam. Mikael? Mikael's my son. No problem. What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar.
Sorry.
Major Crimes Unit.
He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke. At least that's good.
Yeah, that's very good. Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn.
God.
Detect or die.
I was not sober.
Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit a million times over. Guilty as
Have
charged.
you?
I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Okay.
Had what coming? Not recognizing people you work with every day. Brain damage.
Lieutenant, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago.
I thought
we were friends. Okay. Because you're my commanding officer, I really want to respect you. I want us to have a normal relationship.
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training. And I hate sensitivity training. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call,
we
our
did.
interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically? Psychologically? Why not socioeconomically?
I mean this. Highly experimental detective.
Either 6 or 2 seems correct.
It was I mean this feels.
Yeah.
But that could have happened. I mean that happened like so long ago.
So long ago. Yeah. I think that's why we drank so much.
Right.
He is.
But
He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case. The other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The 2 cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the Next World mural. Those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get
Oh,
there,
he
so to
wanted
speak.
to forget.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in?
I do feel like that is.
What if this is not
probably
a
true.
significant
How
anomaly at
more
all?
people are
Something
not
to be explained, approached as a defect.
Yeah.
just
Look at the sensory
totally
input here.
drunk.
Look at the
living
ruins,
here.
the neon.
I feel like we
Listen to the
also have
rhythm,
survival
the multitudes.
instincts though,
People
and
live here for 40 years.
you can't
As a
really
police detective, he's like a magnetic
survive if
reader
you're
on
just
the
drunk
world,
all the time.
to
Yeah.
borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in a major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
That seems good for now.
Like, yeah.
Probably not ready for leadership.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes
Yes,
on and
of
use the
course.
body?
Clearly.
Or do we need to get him on a disability pension? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it
Oh,
there?
see,
Oh,
yeah.
so this is valid.
Consequences. Yeah.
I did it when I was drunk. I also jumped the canal.
Yeah.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
Yeah, I
doesn't
feel like
matter.
he would get fired for that.
Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Okay.
This is embarrassing, but it's not the worst case scenario. Oh, look at us. We caught it.
Wow.
We have it. Look, see?
Not today, badge.
Oh, I got the badge. Don't ask me about my gun.
And your gun?
No.
As if having
I
your
said not
badge
to.
and gun are natural states, not achievements.
It's true.
Gun. Yeah, you don't have that. Maybe you can philosophize
Gun.
your way out of it.
Gun.
Just like patting your
Gun.
yourself, just like gun. Where did I? Track it down right now. Technically, that's true.
Yeah.
But you haven't. Because you're drunk.
I'm not.
You lost your
I'm
gun.
7 days sober.
And you're
Thank you.
drunk. You're a drunk,
Yeah.
gunless bum. I can't smell it.
Number one, we have not drank the whole
don't like
time.
it.
Quit
Why do
everything.
you smell like a corpse then, huh?
That's just me. I'm just
He's wounded.
stinky.
It's been a long week,
Yeah.
and he's handled an actual corpse.
Yeah, I handled an actual.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
No.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Yeah. We did get a little duped. I feel like these are all kind of true.
We had no reason to arrest her.
Yeah. Maybe arrest her for questioning, but like.
Oh,
Yes.
well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we stopped her
Ruby
from killing
something.
herself.
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
Yeah, that
It
didn't go
was
super
fucking
well.
mass
I
murder.
tried.
He did
Yeah.
everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired
Thank you,
unvetted
Kim.
mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
And then where were you?
Yeah.
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Thank you
It's a
for
valid
being good here,
question.
Donkey Tsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
They were supposedly watching us this whole time.
You've spent the week with them.
Why didn't you guys
on this
interfere?
case. What is your take?
The case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the
We're
drinking,
buddies.
the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although
Hell
Yes.
he
yes.
has not
No, we
done
have not.
any
Yes.
job this week.
See?
1 week.
That's a big deal, sir.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize profusely, making it sound like he's
Yeah, I do
guilty of
that.
at least
But-
first-degree murder.
It needed to happen.
Okay,
Some
well-
apologies needed to
Communication
be.
strategy for an officer. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the
Are
ruling
we?
class.
I feel like we have
Again,
been
for
so
police
neutral.
officers, it's a little odd.
You should yell something.
No. It's not a good idea.
It's just straight up like your brain is like, no. Intrusive
Yes,
thought.
let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles
Yeah,
these
see,
two
we're both
points of
sides
view,
of the coin.
I do not know.
So
But
we
he
don't
is
know what the
vocal
fuck we're
about both of them.
We literally lost the definition for the word money. Okay.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective.
Thank you.
One of the best I've
Thank
seen.
you.
Yay.
I've been trying.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads,
That's
however
right.
far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. And he solved it, near perfectly.
Aw.
In 1 week we
Kim.
have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution. Who's probably committed other murders over those years.
Definitely did.
Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
Yeah. The biggest news.
A new species.
Yes, this is what we care about.
It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo
I'm so
of the
glad we got a
phasmid
photo now.
and shows it to
I
the
know.
officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land
Yeah,
ever
technically-
Boom shakalaka motherfucker.
Did not discover it. We have to give credit where credit is due to the cryptozoologists.
True.
We did promise him if we found it or something that we would not claim that we've discovered it. I really want to say that. I'm a pretty okay detective and a giant communist.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
I mean, no, but
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
no, he didn't know about it.
So it is connected.
It could be. Just not ruling it out.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now.
Also, a nightclub and a drug lab in the church.
No.
We don't have a strong motive because we still have that here.
Yeah.
Didn't do that. We know this.
Yeah, we think.
I mean, he pretty much...
He did.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrart and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
That's fair.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
Okay, we solved this missing person case?
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Thank you.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
You know, the case led me through it.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course.
Thank you, Kim.
Cool.
God, can you imagine if Kuna was with us?
Oh my god. Kim has our fucking back. Kuna would just be like, fuck you, pigs.
Yeah, right.
Dodged the bullet. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
I feel like none of the rest of that is good.
Yeah, we didn't do those. And then like they aren't gonna make us look good.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species. And
I like how that counts for so much weight.
So I have to, Jude.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good. Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic, though. Torson and McLean.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage. God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Okay. It's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershaw. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Do we want to just ask all these? It doesn't seem like
I
this
think
point,
so.
There's going to be like a downside, so...
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop,
I
you were a
literally
gym
tried
teacher in Coron.
trying to lift a weight earlier.
It's getting really cold outside.
In this
Yeah.
Harry, it explains everything. the running around,
We
the
do run
jumping,
a lot.
the shot put, your inexplicable facial hair,
Mm-hmm,
some of your more old school wording choices, your posture even, the constant stretches.
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then.
Well, a lot of things have happened since then, so let's not
Yes,
get
you
into
taught
it.
gym in school. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue, the worn floorboards. Kuro is just east of Jamro. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being. He's an
That's
honest
so
to God
cute.
gym teacher.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Okay, I think she left us because we're drunk.
Yeah.
I don't think she fucked us over.
Or even if she didn't, like, even if we didn't start drinking until after, like, it seemed like very toxic.
You really went with it too.
Yeah.
Really maximized the damage.
Dubois? It was Dora Engelund, I think. You've said her name, but you weren't married. You were engaged. Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time. Yeah.
Wow.
7. You're not doing too good there.
We're 6
It's an old
years
man thing.
into
2
our,
old
like,
years
20.
equals 1 normal year. That and
Wow.
Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one. Incredibly bangable. She was incredibly fuckable.
Okay.
A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Pain Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the
It's
river.
only 1 p.m.
Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or
Very
the
good
drink.
point.
Egg and the
I think
chicken
she's
kinda
just trying
thing.
to shut us up. But
My point is,
those
you
are
need
I
to
want
see
to know
a
all
psychiatrist
about
this
us.
shit.
This has
Not
been
a psychologist.
my.
Several
I'm
degrees
most
older.
interested in this.
If there's
Yeah.
something harder than a psychiatrist, a forensic psychiatrist, go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
No. You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamro. Remember?
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Can we?
Fine.
I
If
would
we're gonna drop you off anyway.
love if we got to tell them.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news.
Yeah.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of every industry in Coal City. You read.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, Kim, come.
Yeah.
Come be
Will
my
you be
partner.
my
Talk
new
to
partner?
Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering. Work with Price?
No, you ding
I'm
dong.
flattered, but I don't know if I...
Me.
This
I mean,
comes
I
as a
love
surprise
that
to
we're
me.
like trying to invite him to be our partner in front of our old partner.
I know. We're just like, well, listen, I don't remember you guys.
Flattered? Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming,
Yes.
Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to.
Right. That's right.
Mountains
Yes, see,
even.
we're understaffed.
I do like the sound of that.
Hell yeah. Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi. We just got the achievement. Amazing.
He's really considering it.
Yay.
Yay.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and
judging
chimney
from
stacks.
Kim, yeah.
Fire traps as
I think
far
Kim
as the
is-
eye can see.
Yeah, just
From
like a
Main
perfect
Street to Precinct
counter
41 to
to
Boogie
us.
Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon.
Especially because I think impressing and not disappointing Kim is key to our sobriety. I think it's important that he comes to work with us.
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
We did it, fam. I'm so proud of us. So proud of you, Harry.
Aww. Look at how crazy we look.
We've looked worse.
We have, you're right.
Wow.
Wow.
This game was nothing like I ever could have possibly expected it to be.
I know. Yeah.
I can't wait to go watch like 5-hour-long deep dives about this game on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, there's so much we didn't learn about.
I just want to I want to know so much about like the making of it.
Yeah.
Like whose creative brainchild was this?
How long did it take?
Robert Kurbitz, my beloved. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
also
very
excited
dense.
to like keep watching Daughter's playthrough because she found one of the doors that we couldn't get through, and she's
fun.
playing like a physical character, and I was like, I'm gonna stop watching because she's probably gonna be able to just like knock that door down.
Right. Yeah, and now you can.
Yeah.
'Cause I finished.
That was so good. I didn't really know what to expect going into this game, but I didn't expect that, and I couldn't possibly have expected it, I don't think. But
nothing like I've ever seen before.
Right, like I've never played a game like that before. Or like I don't really think I've seen anything like this in any sort of media. Where like a movie or TV show or anything where somebody's like inner monologue is so prevalent in this sort of unique kind of way. I think it's really imaginative.
Yeah, the world building is so expansive as well.
Yeah, Captain, I have heard about like the devs having issues after this game, and so as far as making a sequel, they weren't really able to. They were getting like spiritual successors, which I'm fine with. Like, I don't know that I necessarily want to continue. Like, I mean, I love Harry and Pym, but like, I think this was their story, and I think I would maybe be interested in another story in this same world, because there's so much we learned about that we don't really know anything about. But I don't know that a spiritual successor sounds good to me, honestly.
Yeah, that's gonna occupy some mental space for a while.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Also, huge shout out to like all the, I mean, we've talked about like the story and stuff a lot, but like the art in this game, the music in this game, the like the voice acting, like especially if the voice acting came later, like that's huge. That's such a huge component to making the game what it is.
Yeah, totally agree. And hey, thanks for everyone who joined us on this journey. That's something that we have never experienced before, and we're very grateful.
We are. We're so grateful to have you guys on board. And yeah, if you have any other like favorites in the mystery genre, please let us know, and we will check them out and play them with you guys. Just leave your favorites in the comments, and thank you for engaging and commenting and watching, and it's been really fun, honestly, to like have an audience to interact with.
Totally.
It's new to us, so we're really enjoying it.
We've got a lot of other content out there if we've played something in the past.
We do, check out our old VODs. We've played lots of games, and we'll continue. So. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.